we're doing a special broadcast here. So we have the States Cup tournament coming up. I'm representing Team Nevada, of course, and we're playing against Team Hawaii today. That is why I'm wearing my very lucky Hawaiian lei. Hopefully, we'll be lucky. So we'll see how it goes. It's the first time I think they've run this league. So it's basically I believe all the states in the country are participating. Although maybe I'm exaggerating a tad. I don't know if we got all the states or not. I know California, for example, is split up to a northern and southern part. So I'm not 100% sure what that criterion for how you get a team together. But I know that Nevada is one of the teams. So for this event to like prevent cheating and stuff, we have to share our screen, and then you notice I'm on webcam in the Zoom chat that we're in, and this is where I wish I was. I wish I was in Hawaii with our competitors for today, but this is where I'm actually at. I'm actually in the study room, getting ready. So my understanding is my opponent is supposed to send me a challenge because we're designated as the away team for this match. So we're supposed to get the first challenge, and then not the first challenge. I think we're supposed to get all the challenges. Um, so we'll see how it goes. So I believe the first game I'm playing white against a player named Chad Badgett, and it's kind of a tad bit of a funny story is that he's actually from Las Vegas. I've known Chad for many years, and then I think he moved to Hawaii. I don't know. I want to say it was actually quite a while now. He moved to Hawaii for a real estate opportunity. Um, so yeah, it should be a good first round matchup. I think if we do bring our best game, the Nevada team, we should have a good chance to beat Hawaii just based on ratings. But that's why they play the game. So if we don't play well, or if Hawaii plays exceptionally well, we could be in trouble. Um, and the time control is it's 15 minutes with a 2-second increment. So that means every move you get 2 extra seconds added to your clock. And this will be a very long video in that we're playing four rounds. So there's 4 players on Team Nevada and 4 players on Team Hawaii, and every player from Team Nevada will play every player from Team Hawaii, and then whatever team has the most points at the end is going to be the winner of this match. And we play Washington on Monday, so that's going to be our next match. So yeah, hopefully we get. I haven't noticed that I got like any. Oh, did I get some chat message? Hold on a second. I should probably read the chat. So what are they saying here? So what's the protocol in starting matches? Hi, Robert. My condolences. Okay, I don't know what that's about. Home team send game requests. Okay, so that's what I was saying. So we're the away team as far as I know. Okay, I just got off the phone with Hawaii's captain. They might be a bit late. They are new to this. Okay, so yeah, like I said, it's the very first week, very first match, so there could be some issues. I really do think it's human nature, though, that everyone tends to, and this myself included, everyone tends to wait to the last minute to figure out how to do these things. I don't know. It would be nice if everybody please update your username so it has your state code. I don't know what he's talking about. Like, does he mean my Zoom username or my Lichess username? Because I don't really know how to do that. Seems like something they should have mentioned before the match. Jeff, I guess I'm playing. Just send my challenge to Bobby Fischer III. And yeah, I don't know what it is. So initial impressions, it's the first week, but okay, so I think I got a match request, so I think we're ready to go. So wish me luck here. So I have the white piece. I believe this is Chad Badgett, so I do know him. So let me send him a friendly note, and then I guess I can get going whenever I want. So last time I played Chad, he played the Petrov, which is just e5, knight f3, and knight f6, and I won a pretty nice game. So I was thinking about playing the Petrov again.
Hi, Jackie. This is Damian Nash, the team captain from Hawaii. Looks like you're muted.
So I don't know when.
All right, can you hear me now? Hello?
I believe I'm muted. I just want to make sure I'm muted.
Can you unmute yourself? There are games going on right now. Talk in the chat if you need to.
So I don't know if Chad wants to move or if he understands that what happened.
Is this the correct site for the Nevada versus Hawaii match?
Yeah, this isn't particularly well organized.
Yeah, please message questions in the chat. There are already games going on in other matches.
Yeah, I think this guy, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I think it's Samek. He's the organizer of this event. Um, so, I mean, you have to give him credit for organizing something like this. I mean, it's basically the whole country. So I imagine it was a lot of work. Um, so probably it's more our fault. So here he's playing the Scandinavian, which is interesting because normally he plays e5. All right, so let's see. So Scandinavian has some similarities to Caro-Kann, so let's just go ahead and take the pawn here. Okay, so knight f6. Okay, so this could be a fun game. All right, so I could play c4 and try to keep the pawn, but that doesn't make that much sense to me. Um, so the couple moves I could play knight f3 or d4. Let's just play d4. And if I don't comment that much, it's probably because I'm in thought. So forgive me if it's not like a lot of talking. So here he's just going for a very kind of passive setup. It's pretty fine. I wasn't expecting him to play the Scandinavian though, so so what do I want to play? I could play c4, I could play knight f3. So I think knight f3 is going to play bishop g4. Maybe something like bishop c4. Maybe c4 and bishop e2 looks fine. So let's just get a piece developed. And yeah, just like I teach you guys, try to get your pieces developed and attack some central squares. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Yeah, so that was what I was thinking. So now I believe I want to go c4, and then I'm going to play bishop e2 and just have a solid position here. So the one thing I have to be slightly worried about is maybe this d4 pawn somewhere. So I play c4, knight
If
b6.
anyone still has any questions, just send me a message from one of the new matches. Send me a message in Discord. Don't talk out loud here.
So yeah, let's play c4. Hopefully I'm muted. Knight f6. So that really surprised me. I thought he was going to play knight to b6, so I don't really understand the idea of knight f6 here. So I think he might be trying to castle queenside. I really don't. So knight f6. Knight f6 feels wrong to me already. Not like terrible move, of course, but it just feels like the knight doesn't belong there. So yeah, I think I'll just keep developing. Bishop e2, get out of the pin. Like I don't know if he's trying to play knight c6 here or e6. I don't really understand what black is going for so far. Okay, knight there. Wow, that's a really bizarre move. So it feels like I could play queen to b3, queen b3, knight b6, c5, and kind of like my position already. Yeah, I don't understand this knight move there. c5, is that the plan? c5. All right, so c5, d5, knight e5. Take. So let's. Yeah, I don't really understand the point. So let's just get our pieces out and see what's going on here. Yeah, notice how we keep getting a 2 seconds added to our clock every time we move. But I assume c5 is the point. Otherwise, I don't really understand any of his earlier play. Yeah, the setup just feels completely wrong to me. I don't really like the way black developed her pieces already. e6. All right, so what's going on here? so I'm going to castle. You're just going for like a very kind of passive setup here, black. I mean, all his pieces are on like fine squares, but I don't really understand what he's trying to accomplish. I guess c5 is maybe coming here. Bishop e7. Oh, okay, so we have a really, really quiet position here. Very quiet position. Okay, so he wants to castle next move himself. I want to try to make this queen b3 move do something, but I don't think I'm gonna get much activity out of this. And like knight e5 feels like it should be an option coming here, but if he plays c5, I think I could respond with d5 maybe. Looks interesting. What can I play here? So what could we do? Yeah, I don't see like why bishop g5 would be particularly good. So bishop e3, queen b3. Yeah, I don't really understand what's going on here. Like I could just play bishop e3, queen d2. I don't know. Does my rook belong on e1? So we have a half-open file, which kind of makes me think one of the rooks belong on e1. But I might also maybe supposed to strive for like rook c1 and then rook to d1. So that might be another possible setup for my pieces. So let's go bishop e3 and see what he has in mind after this move. Because it feels like I'm getting pretty free development here. There's not like any particular strikes in the center. So I assume we're going to get castle here. And then it's just a question if I want to play like knight e5 or something. Yeah, I assume c5 must be coming here at some point. Yeah, it seems like black is probably playing for a draw here is kind of the impression I'm getting. Okay, so c5. So you play this before castling. So now the question is if I could play d5 or not. If I could play d5, then I'd be very happy. So I feel like I can play d5, but I have to calculate all this, of course. So what should we be doing here? Could be a move I could just ignore also, like something like queen d2 seems playable. I don't know, queen d2 doesn't feel right, because knight e4 could be coming at some point if I ever move the knight from c3. Hmm. So d5 is definitely the most aggressive move. Whether it works or not, I have no idea. So that's probably something I should figure out. Really like to make queen b3 work, but I don't know if I can. So bishop e7 first, just to play c5. It feels like c5 just right away would have made a tad bit more sense to me. So you have to figure out what to play here. Queen b3 does feel like the most active move, which makes me think that maybe I should go for that. Queen b3, queen b6 is probably his idea. Yeah, d5 just feels like the move I'm supposed to play here. d5 take, knight bishop takes there, knight e5 is the problem though. All right, so I might as well just keep developing. So queen d2 looks good. Okay, so take. Okay, I think I should take with the knight here. And then bishop takes, queen takes, and I do like my position here, I believe. It's not a great position for me, but I think it's okay. So I have a playable position, which is all I could really ask for. I mean, no, I'm playing white, so I should be going for more than just a playable position. But I mean, what I'm trying to say is I think my position is perfectly reasonable here. So now I'm going to put some pressure on the d file. So he's going to play a6, I assume, or queen c7 runs into knight here. So okay, let's go here. But my position just feels very solid, which I'm very happy about. So that is something to be happy about. Okay, so we did play a6 to prevent the knight from going to b5. So did he create any weaknesses? Nothing that I really see here. So he wants to play queen c7 next move. What should we do here? So do I want to play a3 and b4? Looks like a good way to build some pressure up on the position. But I have to be worried about the c pawn. The c pawn could be a tad weakening here. So I think just I really want to sacrifice on the e6 square at some point, but I think that's something that's really really far ahead. So let's play. We could play rook d2 even. Rook d2, bishop b4. Okay, rook d2. I should probably start playing it a bit faster. Rook c1 just feels so slow. All right, let's go rook here. Okay, queen there. Queen there. So now I want to play a3 and b4, I believe. So queen there. Does that make any sense? Is he trying to play b5 himself? Because b5 runs into knight c6. I could play knight b3 here. Yeah, I really don't understand where he's trying to go with this move. Knight b3. Now let's. So if I play a3 and b4, the problem is I'm hanging my pawn. Unless I could trap his queen, which I don't think I can. Yeah, it feels like I have nothing too exciting going on in this position, which is kind of annoying. I really have nothing that I like. Huh. Yeah, I'm not happy with the way this opening has gone. All right, so let's play a3. We gotta start playing a little bit faster. I feel like I'm playing like the nervous player here. So rook there. Okay. I think he's trying to get an advantage on the clock, which is understandable. Can I play queen f3? Queen f3 feels like an active move because then I could try to put some contact with this pawn, but I have to be worried about knight e5, which I don't like. What about this bishop d2? Is that a reasonable move? No, bishop d2 doesn't make any sense. I think I have an idea here. I think knight c2 with the idea of b4 is a very interesting idea. How am I defending? Then I guess I go c5 next. All right, we gotta start making some decisions here. Let's try knight c2. I like this. I like this concept. So the idea here is just to play b4 next turn. All right, so he wants to trade the queens here, which I think I'm gonna take him up on that offer. Or am I? Right, let's go ahead. I guess we could take here. And then we're gonna go b4 and c5 here. I don't think he has much. So we're gonna go for, we have a 3 versus 2 pawn majority on the queen side. So I think that's sort of what I have going for me in this position, because otherwise I don't think I have anything. But yeah, I don't particularly like my position. I mean, not that I hate it, but nothing that exciting has happened. My c4 pawn could be a tad bit weak too, so I have to keep an eye on that. So it just wants to give me. So what if I just take that pawn? If I take, and then if he takes, I have knight here. Okay, it's not a pin because the. Boy, I'm not seeing very much right now. Okay, so what should we play here? Wow, I'm not seeing very much right now. Let's make a jump here and see what happens. Definitely not love my position here though at all. That's for sure. At the same time, this knight on h5 seems really out of play to me. If he plays like rook a4, I'm going to play c5 here. So what's his big idea here? He probably should play b6 himself, maybe. This knight on c2 might be my. It's not a great piece, but it might be do a nice job of holding some squares for me, like particularly the a1 square. This way I don't really have to worry about any back rank checkmates or anything like that. Okay, knight there. That's a good move. So he wants to play knight d3. So I have to go. So he really wants to play rook knight to d3, I believe. So I probably should take and then play c5 and see what develops from there. All right, so let's go take. I'll let you know if the king's in check. That's a nice feature. Okay, now we have to play c5. What's going on here? It's not very much fun. So I'm just getting back rank mated here because this is atrocious. I'm just getting mated here, aren't I? Oh no, I have the knight. Okay, why do I keep missing? Yeah, this knight's a very important piece. Very important piece. really don't like my position at all. This knight on b5 is doing absolutely nothing. Quite a bit of time trouble here too. Yeah, this knight b5 was like a horrendous move because I really don't think I accomplished anything with this move. Usually in chess you want to try to accomplish something with your moves, so this move didn't really do that. Same time though, if I can jump the knight to d6, which I don't think I can, it might lead to something. e5. So the point is play e4 and protect the knight. That's a pretty smart move. But at the same time, it does give away the d5 square, so maybe I can make some use of that. What about knight d6 right away? Knight d6 right away might be the smart decision here. Knight d6. Yeah, I like knight d6 a bunch here. Okay, let's go knight d6. I really like this move. Yeah, e5 is probably not the best move for black there. I could be getting a tad bit nervous after this knight d6 move. Okay, so I'm going to take this guy because there's no checks against my king, which is nice. And like I said, this knight on c2 is going to prevent any back rank checkmates, which is very, very important. Because if he could try something like rook a8 potentially, but luckily my knight's going to protect that, and then I'm just going to take his bishop with my rook. Even taking with the pawn would probably be fine. What? That's just a free piece. Why did he just give me a piece? Did he miss that? Yeah, that was a pretty big blunder. Plus, especially with so much time on the clock, yeah, I think he just lost now. Got kind of lucky. I don't think I played very well, but hopefully getting like this first game under my belt, I should play with some more confidence. Yeah, anytime. Yeah, like I said, this knight does a good job. So I guess I should just create an escape square so I can move my knight somewhere. So let's just say I play just h3 looks good. And it's not because I'm worried about the back rank mate, because I do have the knight protecting, but the point being is I don't want to just keep my knight here. I want to get my knight more active. So here I could play bishop here, I believe. And the point being I have rook here check, try to trade off the rooks if he plays something like h6. If he plays any other move, I'm like knight here, I'm just going to take. So he has to go there. And how do I mate him here? Feels like there should be a mate coming. All right, I gotta start moving because this is not good. All right, let's start moving. Let's go knight here. There, that move doesn't make any sense. Okay, let's play knight here. Yeah, that was a very bad move. Yeah, the 2-second increment should come in handy. That's why I'm still pretty calm, even though I'm very little time on my clock. All right, yeah, I gotta start moving. This is cutting it to the wire. I mean, I have some time, but I don't have like all the time in the world. Okay, check. Here, here. Okay, I'll check here. Take this pawn. And yeah, this should be. The only reason I'm resigning is I'm so low on time, but I mean, it should be pretty straightforward from here. Okay, he's got to go for something. Let's just stay here. Use a check here. I'm going to go here. Let's go here now. Yeah, I gotta budget my time better next game though. This time management wasn't very good. Uh, yeah, I missed that move. I should have spotted that. Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad. Gosh, that's so bad. That's so bad. That's really bad though. Very bad. Yeah, here I have plenty of time because of the increment. So here I have a discover check. I'm just going to give away for the pawn. I'm going to start pushing. Yeah, now I'm just going to push the pawn and get a queen here. And rook does a good job of stopping the king from coming to the h file. Cut it a little close on this first round. Probably shouldn't do that next round. All right, good game, chat. It wasn't a very pretty game. I mean, Chad just hung a piece, so I didn't really do anything to deserve that win, really. But like I tell my students, right, even this is one of the top players in Hawaii, and oh, it's Damien? I thought I was supposed to play Chad first round. All right, so apparently I played Damien, which I think is their. So okay, I don't know. I think they messed up, but no problem. And it's good to have a message of this because I did say good luck Chad to start the game, and he should have clarified then that he's not Chad. So the fact that he didn't is like, yeah, he should have let me know it wasn't him if since I did say good luck Chad. So anyway, the story about the Hawaiian lei. It took me like a few stores to get this guy. On the internet, it said that I can go to Party City and pick up one, which normally you could apparently, but I guess they had just gotten rid of like their summer. I guess they consider this like part of their summer inventory, and they had some. They were putting their Halloween inventory in. I have China. So yeah, so right next to Party City, there's a Hobby Lobby, which for some reason I was like, I think Hobby Lobby will have a Hawaiian lei, but the guy in Party City said try Walmart. Okay, always try Walmart. So I go to Walmart, and they don't have the Hawaiian lei there. How'd your rook with bishop takes f2? I don't know. So then anyway, so I drove back to Hobby Lobby is right next to Party City, so I drove back, and then as soon as I got there, one of the cashiers. Not one of the cashiers, one of the the department store workers. How can he play bishop takes f2? His bishop was on d6. And yeah, from what I remember, he couldn't play bishop takes h2 because there was a pawn on e5 already. So I really don't know what he's talking about because I definitely looked at that tactic. I guess I could look at the analysis board because I really don't know what he's talking about unless I missed it, which is possible. So anyway, so like I was trying to say is that so I go back to Hobby Lobby and then I asked one of the employees on the floor if they sell these, and like right away she knew where they were, which I thought was very impressive because it's a very large store, Hawaiian Hobby Lobby, and I don't believe that like a Hawaiian lei is a really common thing that they get asked to find. So yeah, so it was kind of surprising. But I asked her, I was like, wow, so how did you know where it was right away? And she's like, I've been working here a really long time. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. So yeah, so that's how I got this. And I thought since we were playing Hawaii, it'd be kind of a fun thing. Oh, we got another match already? Okay, let's accept this. I guess the story will have to wait for another day. So here I'm playing Crickety Kraken, which could be anybody. All right. I wish I knew what the score was. They're supposed to keep us updated on the score. How do I get into the Zoom for this match? So I think I'm in something else. Is this okay? So how do I? All right, I don't know how to. Is it this one? Oh, here we go. Hold on for one more day. Okay, so we're gonna play the Nightorf, which is a fun line. Okay, so I think he prepared something for me, so I'm gonna go into his preparation anyway because I really enjoy this variation a lot. So let's see what he prepared. So he prepared Bishop C4, which is the right move. So I know I don't know 100%, but I'm pretty sure he prepared something for me here. So I wonder if he's gonna go for like a knight sack here, and he's probably like because I'm thinking he's probably like, oh, I got him into something here, but I feel like I'm okay in this variation still. Just have to be smart about what I play. The main thing is there's a pawn stack on e6. That's the only real thing I have to be worried about. But I don't think it works here because the bishop is still fine. So we'll see what he plays, but I don't think this is a big deal. So yeah, I don't know if he's going to go for the sack on e6 here, but I would think. I don't think that. I'm pretty sure that doesn't work if he plays. Okay, so I have to play. All right, so queen e2. This is a good setup against this opening variation. So I'm thinking if I play queen c7, I know I could also play knight b5. Knight b5, b4 is an idea. All right, so here I'm gonna have to take some thought. Okay. Because I know he wants to sack on e6. That's the fun option to play in this opening. Like if I play bishop e7, he's probably gonna play bishop takes e6, pawn takes, and then knight takes on g7, and that's not very fun to face. Actually, it's probably lost to be perfectly honest. So I think I'm supposed to play queen here. I'm not sure though. Knight e5 is an option, but I think the knight usually doesn't find a good square here. Queen e2, okay, I don't really get queen. I think queen e2 is one of the main lines, but I'm trying to figure out what the idea is. Does he want to play e5? Can I play h6 myself? Is that an idea? I got to be careful. I feel like he prepared something against me in this game. Queen b6. I could play queen a5. Is queen a5 a move? I feel like queen a5 is a move he's probably not that well prepared for. So it has some surprise value, which I do like. But I think one of the problems you could take on f6 and I get this kind of ugly pawn structure, which is kind of one of the main ideas, is that you sort of accept this pawn structure, I believe, but I'm not sure. Knight b6. Is knight b6 a move? That doesn't feel right at all to me, though. That's why chess is a hard game. We're just in the opening. I'm already And this is an opening I play a lot, but I'm just trying to remember what I'm supposed to do here exactly. So we can castle queenside. Is that his idea? C7. Okay, I have to be smart here. H6 sort of just weakens my king a bit, although I know H6 is supposed to be a move that you play in these variations occasionally. C7. I think I can go queen c7, b5. I have to accept some ugly pawns over here, but I think it's okay. I could just play b5 right away too. What is queen b6? Does queen b6 do anything? Queen b6 is interesting here, because after queen b6, is that a move? Queen b6. If queen b6 is the right move, then it's probably very good, but if it's the wrong move, it's very bad. I guess you could say that about a lot of positions in chess. It feels like the move he's probably least prepared for. Oh no, queen b6 is going to castle queenside. What am I talking about? So queen b6, let's rule that out. Let's go queen c7, because I think on the sack here I can play. What can I play here? This is not good. If I go knight c5, he's going to play e5, so I think I can go knight. This is not good. All right, knight e5. This is a pretty tough opening I have here. Queen a5. What's he going to play on queen a5? Because that looks like a queen e5, f4 maybe. Let's try. Let's give this move a shot. This is a pretty fun format, though. I must say, I'm definitely enjoying playing in this so far. So far, it's been a good time. Could be in trouble here already, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, f4. So now I really want to play bishop e7 and castle. So I'm just a tad bit worried about this e6 sack still, but I think it's, I don't know. I just don't know if this is good or not for him. Okay, so bishop takes, pawn takes, knight takes, and what am I doing about the g7 pawn? That's the big problem here. Take, knight takes, king f7 maybe? Oh, it feels like a vicious attack is coming. We got to get some pieces out there. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. I think this should be okay. Because if I can castle, then I don't think any of this is something I need to worry about anymore. Crickety cracking. Castle queenside. All right, so let's go. Okay, let's go here. So my thinking here is if I play b5, I really think it's going to induce him to sack on e6. And since I don't really know what I want to do against that move, I maybe don't want to induce that. But if I play h6, I'm creating a weakness on the g6 square, which can be exploited with some ideas like g4, g5. So I was wondering like h6, bishop h4 if I have knight takes e4, but I'm not at all convinced that this is going to work so well. So I think I'm supposed to exploit this bishop on c4 because normally this bishop drops back to b3, and I feel like it's because I have like knight takes e4 tricks. But the queen on a5 just seems really oddly placed to me now. I kind of wish I could take that move back. Such as chess, such as life. There are no takebacks. Okay, can I castle here? b5 allows knight c6, which is a problem. Wow, this is not good. Not good. Not good at all. Not good at all. 6. Yeah, I've been in time pressure every game today, which is not good. Feels like my queen belongs on c7 or something. Queen's totally misplaced on a5. So it's h6 g5. Is this, and now I'm supposed to play knight e5? Is that an idea? Because otherwise I really hate my position here. And do I just keep my king in the center this game? Because that seems very risky. I think we got to go for it though, because otherwise I really don't like my position. So I think we're going for it. So we're going to go g5, and the point is we're trying to fight for the e5 square. And I have the queen protecting. So we're gonna give this a go. We're gonna give it a go. We're gonna give it a go, yo. So now I kind of wish my bishop was back on f8 because then there's some ideas of hopping to h6. So for an opening I play a lot, I don't think I played this opening well. That is my grand conclusion. If he plays bishop g3, I can take with the idea of that e5 coming, and that would be a nice blunder for my opponent to miss. I wonder if you could play an idea of like bishop e1, putting the bishop on the same diagonal as my queen, if that would make any sense at all. Don't really know. Don't really know. Let's groove tonight. Yeah, so we did find that idea, which is kind of a nice idea. It's a cute idea, but does it do anything? Maybe it does a bunch. queen e5, putting some pressure on this pawn makes some sense. But then knight f3, queen check, bishop d2, and then what's going on after that? Let's just go for it. This looks good. This looks good to me. So now I'm attacking the h2 pawn. So I have the half open h file for my rook. The queen's on e5. Although I'm not really threatening to take because then he can play knight f3. So he played knight f3 right away. And now, so did I just hang a pawn here? Because that would be a bummer. Okay, here, queen d2. This is not good. Not good at all. Okay, so let's say go queen a5 again. Yeah, probably I should have played something. Queen e5 is a mistake. Ugly, ugly chess. Alright, so I'm going to go play queen here, bishop f2 here, knight here, and then knight e5 and see if that leads to anything. So he's going to play bishop f2. I'm going to play queen c7, take, knight e5, and then hopefully. So sometimes this pawn actually isn't such a big deal to lose. So here, I'm going to take this pawn. I assume. I think we should be okay. We should be okay. We're not happy to be down a pawn, but I think we have some dynamic possibilities in this position, to be honest, because I'm hopping knight here, putting some pressure on this, and this is sort of kind of ties into the opening that I wanted to play, but didn't quite work out. Okay, so now we're going to play knight here, and yeah, once you start getting to a position you're familiar with, everything sort of changes. I'm too far behind in development. I think that's the big difference. Knight there. Okay, I wasn't expecting that move. I really wasn't expecting that move at all. So we take. Can I castle queenside here? So I have to be worried about these two pawns over here, but let's give it a shot. And yeah, usually you wouldn't want to trade when you're behind material, but I feel like I kind of have to, and sort of see what happens here. So I'm going to play bishop d7. I'm going to give away my knight. Oh, the problem is when I castle queenside, I'm going to drop this pawn. So I did miss that. Oh, this is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. So I guess I have to play rook h7, and then I can castle queenside. Okay, so take. Here we got pawn. Knight takes there. Yeah, this is about as bad as I could play this opening. Though I'm not happy at all with the way I played this game. Not at all happy with the way I played this position. Okay, knight. Okay, that's a reasonable move. So what can we do about that? Yeah, this is just such a poorly played game by me. Very disappointing the way I played this. Very disappointing. Okay, so let's go here. This way I can castle queenside. Very disappointing game by me. I haven't gotten the good flow. That's the problem. You need flow in chess. Just like a state where you're seeing a lot of possibilities. The good thing is I do have the bishop here, so maybe I have some compensation, but that past h pawn is going to be pretty brutal unless I can come up with some tactics here. He's not on c3 and bishop on b3. They look sort of active, but they're not like particularly doing a lot here. I still can't really castle queenside, huh? Because he has queen a7 coming. So this is just a mess. This is not a fun position to play. So I guess I have to play b5 also. Then I can castle queenside. This is a mess. Yeah, it's very low likelihood that I save this position. Well, that move I don't really care for. So I think I just have to keep my king in the center. I think it's been decided. My king needs to stay in the center and then kind of see what happens from there. Kind of see what happens from there. So he wants to play queen there or something. All right, so we'll go bishop c6. To be honest, I feel fairly lucky that the position is just not lost already for me. Trying to be slippery here, but I don't know if I'm going to be slippery enough. b5 is kind of an interesting threat, though. Like we play something like rook d to e1 or rook h d1 to defend the e4 pawn. b5 could run into a trap of a piece, so that would be cool. So he didn't go for that. So he played knight there. But where's he going next? So he's attacking my rook. So I think he's happy because I can't castle, but I don't really want to castle anyway. Now I realized. So I'm going to go here. He's going to take. I'm going to take back with the bishop, hitting the knight. He's going to play knight c4, I believe. And I'm just going to have to hope that my two bishops are good enough here. Oh, I didn't even consider knight here. Not that it's good, but I should. Yeah, I should at least consider it. It could have been very good. I didn't even consider it. Yeah, I'm just not happy with this game. Not happy. I think the good thing is the king might be secure on e7 square. That's a common square in the Sicilian. And then it's just a question of these passed pawns start getting rolling quick enough, which I believe they should. So yeah, my king is definitely a target. So we'll see what he could do. If I had any compensation, like in a time advantage or something like that, that would of course be great. But unfortunately, I don't really have any advantage at all here. Took. Okay, we could. Next move we should think a tad bit about. Wow, he likes that check that much. Okay, so check. Okay, so he wants this. So he wants to play. Oh, that's a good move. That's a very nice move. Queen here is coming, so I can't take the knight like I'd like to. That's nice. Can I play bishop here, though? Bishop takes here. Wow, if that works, that'd be spectacular. I don't know if it's going to. So what if I take here, take here? Does that do anything? Do I want to keep this? Do I want to let him initiate? I think we should grab this guy. I think we should grab this guy. I think he missed this move. There. Take here. Check here. Got another check here coming by. Here. Let's see what happens. If this holds, it's by a minor miracle, to be honest. That's good. Okay, where's he going from here? Is this queen trapped? Oh, his queen's almost trapped here, isn't it? Playing too slow today, though. For some reason, I feel like 15 minutes is like an hour or something. Pinging some time on the clock too, which is good. Whew. Oh, got lucky. That's how you hold a half a point when you didn't deserve it. That was really, really bad effort from me. Yeah, I think we're supposed to have like some kind of spreadsheet where things are updated. Um, so Tom is our team captain, and I think he was supposed to update the games with a spreadsheet, which I'm sure he's probably doing. I just forgot where it is, and I'm not sure if, what email it's in. It's probably hidden. I don't know. It's probably not that hard to find, but um, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be like looking through emails during a match. I don't think it'd be a big deal, but just in case, yeah, just stay here. So yeah, so 1.5 out of 2 is not a bad start. I think I played their 2 top players, I believe. I'm not sure. Um, I don't know if that was a good result for the team or not, but drawing as black can't be disastrous. But I have to play better. That was not a good game by me. I got lucky that I got his queen sort of and his perpetual. Otherwise, yeah, otherwise I would have been losing. And just to be clear of sort of what happened here is if I go back and forth, the queen can never jump out to this f6 square because my queen is protecting that square. So basically, yeah, basically I can't make any moves. Basically, I just do this forever. So yeah, here I am slightly better, but I'm in a lot of time pressure. Like queen d4 is probably not a move I can find in the severe of time pressure. Because I know, so I'm actually better here. That's like hard to believe. Okay, so queen g8 was a very bad move. He should have just played knight takes e5, and my plan was to go bishop d6, and I saw like a very long variation here. Here, check, f6, knight g6, and I was pretty sure that I was worse here, and the computer agrees with that, but I didn't really see what else I'm supposed to do here because I misplayed the opening horrendously, I believe. Yeah, like here he missed bishop a4 check, so that was a winning move. So better be lucky than good because I didn't play very good this game. Yeah, bishop a4 would have just been winning. So what am I supposed to? So after this, so b take. All right, so take is too ambitious. I guess I should have realized my position is bad. I shouldn't grab pawns, but I'm actually surprised that I'm only down 0.4 because I am down a whole pawn, and my king feels like it's sort of safe, but it doesn't feel like that safe. And I thought this passed pawn would count for more. I think one of the ideas behind this variation is that sometimes this pass pawn doesn't ever get moving, but I felt like this was a game where it was, so it's definitely something I'm going to have to go over after the match. But hopefully I can play better these next 2 rounds because so far it hasn't been a particularly good first 2 games for me. So I'm a bit fortunate to have the score that I have. So what was I supposed to play instead of queen a5? Because I feel like we're still in book. So I am supposed to play h6 here. Okay. All right, I was a little bit worried about b5. And then I go queen a5. Okay. So this would have been a really sharp position. I think if I'm going to play something like this, I should have some prep. Let me check the score of the night's game real quick. Give me 1 second. See if the Knights came back. I think they were losing 1-0 last I looked. Oh, they lost in overtime 3-2. That's a tough loss. Well, they actually scored a couple goals in the third, but that's a tough one. So what? Is there like a box score? So it looks like the Knights scored 3:49 to the period, 12:46. So that was a big goal from Tuck, and then, well, they scored like right away. Like it wasn't even just as soon as the overtime started, they scored. That wasn't really very good. That guy Radulov, seems like a very clutch player to me. So yeah, with 40 to 23 shots, more power plays, feels like a game they should have won. Yeah, McNabb and Schmidt haven't been the dominant defensive players that they used to be. Not a great performance from Lehner, 870 save percentage. All right, anyway, I know you guys are want to focus on chess. Just I don't think I'm getting a game here, so there's not really that much to talk about. I could look at this game in some detail, but kind of want to save some energy for the other two rounds, to be honest. Yeah, so yeah, knight takes makes a lot more sense. I could hop the knight back to e5. That would have been a clearly better plan. Since we have time, I want to see what that guy was talking about in the first round. He said something about bishop takes f2, but don't know what he's talking about because I don't believe he ever had bishop takes f2 possible. So yeah, I really don't know what he's talking about. So I imagine it was somewhere. Yeah, because I don't know what he's talking about because he doesn't have bishop takes h2 or what he said bishop takes f2, but I don't think he ever had contact with f2 square. So I don't really know what he's talking about at all. Yeah, because I think does he think he gets two moves in a row? Because here I agree he could play bishop takes h2, but the problem is it's not his turn; it's my turn. So, and he said something. He actually said bishop takes f2, and I don't think he ever had bishop takes f2 available in the game. So, um, so I don't know what he's talking about. I know the opening didn't go very well for me. I really thought I was playing Chad Badgett, so when he played the Scandinavian, I thought he was playing sort of a unique opening, but now I realize it's an opening he plays. This it might be an opening this guy plays all the time. I really like to know the match score. So Gabriel White from Hawaii won. I don't know if he played Eric or not. I feel like so far we're underperforming, so hopefully we can finish strong here and get a good performance the last two rounds, so we could try to get a victory to start the season. There's 8 teams in the Western Division. It's us, Oregon, Washington, North, South, Northern, and Southern California. So that's 4, 5 including us. New Mexico is 6, Hawaii 7, and Arizona's in our division, I believe. So I think that's 8 teams. And basically, it's just like a single round robin. So we're gonna play each one of the teams one time. So it'll be a 7-week regular season. And then the top 2 teams in each conference are going to go on to the playoffs where we'll play against the other 3 divisions. So that's why when I said there's all 50 states participating, that can't be accurate, obviously. So I think there's 32 teams. And our goal is to make the playoffs. And if we do that, then we'll set a new goal. But so we'll take it one step at a time. And we got a lot of work to do here. How do I just chat to Eric? So yeah, trying to give a little pep talk to our board 4 because we just need him to, if our board 4 scores 1 point, then that's above what we need from a board 4. So he still has two rounds left. And when he says like I lost again, I'm taking that word again to be a very somewhat pessimistic word to add to the sentence. So yeah, like I kind of tried to explain this to Eric before the match, but he kind of went in with like he wants to win all the games, which that was always my mindset when I started playing in like some pro chess league matches and stuff like that. But you have to kind of get used to the format. There's a lot of good players out there, and there's a lot of good players in this competition. So yeah, there's no reason to put that kind of pressure on you. I was trying to explain it to him, but it's hard because that's the way I felt my first time doing these kind of events also. Although this is like I haven't actually played this specific event before. Um, So yeah, I was trying to tell him before, like just if we get 1 point out of you, like that's fantastic because he's our board four. So we don't need a spectacular performance out of him. We just need like get one game. So I just want to make sure his spirits are still high because there's no reason it shouldn't be. Like he's not expected to win every game. I was a bit surprised, even though I had that guy's queen trapped in the second round, or not trapped, but I had the perpetual attack with the rooks. I'm a bit surprised since I was so low on time pressure that he didn't try to prolong the game. Like he should have even sacrificed his knight, and I don't know. With 20 seconds, it would have been easy for me to blunder. So I know our captain Tom said don't really worry about the score to the fourth round, so maybe I should be heeding his advice because he is the team captain. But I guess my curiosity is kind of getting the best of me. I just want to see where we're at. So I think after the first round we were 2.5, 1.5. So now I know we drew one and we lost one, so that means it's 3-3. But we do have Mike and Jeff who are very good players on our team who I think they should be big favorites. So hopefully we're up some points here. This lay is a tad bit itchy, but I don't want to take it off. I feel like it'd be bad luck if I took it off. And yeah, one of the things about chess is I don't think the kids are really ready to learn this lesson yet. But sometimes chess is just about like converting your advantages and then holding the position when you're slightly worse. So in the second round game, I felt like I was slightly worse, even though maybe I wasn't evaluating the position properly. Um, wow, 4-4. So that was a bad round for us then. So yeah, that wasn't a very good round for us. All right, so we got to finish strong. We need two more good rounds here. I think I'm playing black again because from what I remember, I was supposed to play Chad with the white pieces, but who knows? I don't think this is. I'm not sure if this is right. We had like a sheet where you're supposed to like put all your names, and then it showed you like who you would play in what round with what color. But I'm pretty sure the very first round, I thought I was supposed to play Chad, and I played someone else. So I have no idea. I think that's one thing we have, as a team we'll probably have to focus on more. Um, so yeah, let's see what happens in the third round. It's really tilting me a bit that Eric was like saying how gung ho he was for this event, but then he didn't actually learn the rules. Um, so it's kind of tilting me a bit because he was kind of the one that was saying, we got to put all this work in, we got to do this, we got to do that, and then he didn't actually figure out the format. So it's If I'm being perfectly honest, it is it's a tad frustrating that he didn't learn the rules of the event. It's kind of important when you play in a tournament that you know what's going on and what the rules are and stuff. All right, so we got the third round here. All right, so wish me luck. Let's have a good game here. All right, so I have the white pieces here. All right, let's go. All right, so we got Sicilian coming up. Adjust my camera, please. Adjust the computer's tab. Oh, we got the dragon coming. Okay, dragon's a tough opening, so let's see what we come up with here. So this is called the Austrian attack. So I'm just putting my pieces on aggressive squares, and then let's see what happens after this. So he's going to play rook c8 here, I imagine, and then play bishop b3 is the idea. Ah, rook b8. Okay, so now I have to think. So now I'm already in uncharted territory. The good thing is I didn't waste a tempo with bishop to b3, although maybe the bishop's supposed to be on b3 already. So what's the idea of this move? That's a good question. So can I just play h4, h5 here? Or am I supposed to do something else? g4, g5, is that the idea? What's the point of this? What is the point of this? All right, so I should think here. All right, bishop g5 doesn't strike me as a good move. Should I just go knight d5 here? Is that an idea? King b1 seems like a playable option. King b1 might be too passive, because I feel like he wants to play b5 and then knight e5 or a5 to c4, and then when I take on c4 with the bishop, he's going to take it with the pawn, and he's going to have the rook on the b8 file. So that's the idea as best as I can tell. So how do I prevent this? So I could play knight. Rook b8. Okay, rook b8 is an interesting idea. I think this is a Kasparov idea. I could take the knight and take on a7 with my bishop, but that's never played in this variation as best as I can recall. So what the heck do I play here? Okay, h4, b5 there. If I take knight takes knight, he's going to take it with the pawn. So I can't do that. Okay, g4. Shoot. All right, come on. We got to come up with a plan. I could try to put the king on a1 as an idea, and then rook b1 is always tempting in these positions. But with the rook on b8, does it really make sense to move my king to the b file right away? That's another question I have to ask myself. Let's go here. If he plays b5, I'm going to play knight takes c6. Okay, knight there. That wasn't really the move order I was expecting. Because what if I do just play bishop back take, and then I can take with the c pawn, and that's supposed to be very safe. So I believe this should be okay. So I guess he's playing b5 now. Queen e2. Okay, so we went b5. So basically he played exactly what I thought he was going to do, which is never a good feeling. It's never a good feeling when your opponent plays exactly what you thought and you're not really sure what to do. So he wants to play a5, a4, which is a problem. I feel like queen e1 is an idea in these positions. Am I just taking anyway? What's wrong with queen e2? I don't know, queen e2 feels like the right move. So I'm giving away a pawn, but if I can play the knight to b3, I should be fine, I think. I have to be careful. e5 might hang a piece. Shoot, I have to be really careful about this. So you might play a6 here with the idea of e5. I missed e5. So if he plays e5 here, I have to take on b5, which I think is okay. So, but I totally missed that. Okay, b4. Oh, he wants to play e5 on me. Oh, no, no, no. I might be lost here. Oh, I might be lost. He's going to play e5 here. Shoot. Oh, shoot. Queen e2 was a huge blunder. It might work out. I might get some compensation here, but I doubt it. Because I feel, yeah, Queen e2. I should have seen that. That's pretty bad. Yeah, my knight on d4 has nowhere to move. All right, so I'm gonna play here. So frustrating. I should have seen this. Should have seen it. Yep, missed it. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. And my queen was on f2, I could play something like queen h4, so this is just so bad. So bad. Shoot. So bad. There's really nothing to do here at all. Queen e2 was a horrible move. Spent a lot of time on that move just to blunder. Spent a lot of time on that move just to blunder. So he took right away, which is kind of a bit surprising. Okay, so let's say I play here. This move seems... He should have took a little bit more time on that last move, I think. Not happy with the way I played this, but he's probably going to play bishop c6 or bishop e6 here, though. Problem with queen f4 is he has knight h4 or knight h5, and so that doesn't really accomplish very much. So disgusting. So disgusting. Well, I can even play knight takes here, which is also fine. So bad. Yeah, it's a good move. Disgusting. Disgusting game. I feel pretty ashamed of this one. Pretty ashamed of this one. I don't know why I didn't take. I don't know. I feel like he misplayed this a bit. I mean, at least I have a little reason to be optimistic now, which is nice. Because before I had basically no reason to be optimistic. Oh my gosh, is this just losing for me? I think I'm just lost here. F6, right? And then F6 and there. G5. He had F6 and G5, but this should be good enough. Oh, I think he's misplaying it. That was a pretty big mistake. I mean, not huge, but it was a substantial mistake. I was hoping for rook here, of course, but okay, saw that. This is pretty shameful. Shameful chess. I think my bishop is trapped. Gotta go for something here. See if we can get an attack going. I don't think we have very much here, though. Yeah, I think just knight c4 and I can resign here. You should have played knight c4. That move I don't fully get. Yeah, that move seemed like a really big mistake to me. What's he? Because I guess he still has bishop. He still has knight c4. But if I take with the pawn, what's he gonna do? I don't really get any of these last few moves from him. It's like he's giving me a chance to get back in the game for some reason. I guess he wants to play queen e5 maybe, but I don't know what's going on. He wants to go after this pawn, it looks like. Yeah, I guess what he's doing makes perfect sense because I think I'm just busted here. This was terrible. This was one of the worst games I've played in a bit. It just surprised he didn't play rook there. He's been playing a lot of really strange moves to me because now I have. Okay, so if I play rook d2, he wants to play rook e1 check. The way he's played this is really bizarre, though. I think he missed like a lot of really good moves here, if I'm being honest. All right, so let's see what his plan is because somehow he's completely squandered his. I mean, no, not squandered. That's the wrong word, but I feel like he had like a much better position than this. I really don't get any of these moves that he's played. Queen f2 is a really poor move, I thought. So now is the material even? All right, so I got a chance here. Yeah, that's an issue. That's an issue. So I can't defend that pawn again. So I guess I only have one move to play here, right? I can play here. Okay, there. Okay. Yeah, he played this game much better than I did, that's for sure. Much, much better. Just hung a piece in the opening. I just hung a piece in the opening. Yeah, this was the game. This was a game the team could really have used. Would have been nice to get this game for them. I think he has this knight takes d6 here. Winning a piece looks sufficient. Huh? Oh, yes. Ah, that's nice. Very nice finish. Man, these Sicilian Dragon players are just so tactically sound in these positions. I guess there's not really much to do. That's a nice finish. Yeah, I got outclassed this game. There's no other way to put it. No other way to put it. Just completely dominated here. All right, good game. That was not the result we needed. How do we flip the board? All right. Yeah, bishop there is just way too formulaic. Queen e2 is so bad. I was so worried about my opponent's attack that I didn't handle that very well. Yeah, for some reason he didn't play f6 here, which I thought was a pretty obvious move. Yeah, I was just completely lost out of opening. Completely lost out of the opening. Queen e2 was just a horrendous move. All right, I'm gonna need a big round 4 for the team. I assume I play Gabriel. Ugh. Oh, terrible round for our team. I think we're gonna need a big comeback. Yeah, we were too cocky. and beat up this round.
Hey guys, like nobody's responding. Like what are the rules when wrong colors were used? I'm just not trying to stir anything up, but like what are the rules in this scenario? Like Jeff Galegas was playing with wrong color against Jason. Anybody there?
That was a disappointing game. Yeah, I had a feeling G4 was the right move, but I wasn't sure what the follow-up plan was, so that was why I didn't go with it. But Queen E2 is so bad. I think Queen E1. Queen E1 might be the no Queen E1. So Queen E2 might be a common trap in this side opening. What if he just plays E5 right away? Is that? Oh no, never mind. Because I just take the pawn. So I still think we got a chance in this match. We just got to finish strong. I don't think we're out of it. I don't know how Mike did. So I know there's 3 of us lost. Jeff says I've been white every game. Yeah, I needed a win for the team that round. That's I have the white piece. I'm expected to win there. That's pretty disappointing. This is kind of a mess. This is not. Yeah, this is really. I still think we got a good chance to win this match. We just need to play a good fourth round. Like we're capable of a good result. There's always controversy in these chess matches. So I lost to their fourth board with the white pieces. That was a really bad loss for the team. That's terrible. All right, let's go. Play. All right, let's go. All right, so this is a must win. All right, let's go. Must win here. All right, so this line I'm not that worried about. Knight f6. Okay, I have a choice between e6 and e5 here. I'm supposed to play e5 here. So we're going to try to get our king safe as quickly as possible this game and see if we can get a good position here. I feel like bishop e7 was the wrong move. I think I was supposed to play bishop e6 first because now it's like, where's my bishop going? But all right, we'll see. We'll see what happens here. I guess I can go for a6 and b5, of course. I'm not sure if his queen on d3 is the best placed piece in the world. Okay, bishop e2. So I guess we're going to castle, looks like. I'm just trying to play faster. I want to put some pressure on my opponent's clock this game rather than being the one in time pressure. So I'm a pretty good fast player, so there's no reason why I should be behind on the clock every game. It's been kind of embarrassing, to be honest. Okay, so he wants to go knight c4 and pile up on this pawn here. So if I play here, what can I? No, does this do anything? Okay, let's think about this. They're playing extremely well. What can I say? So Guys are playing better chess than I normally do, I must say that. All right, so a6, knight c4, queen c7, castle queenside, and then knight c5 maybe. And does that do anything at all? Knight c5. Because then I can play rook d8. No, I can't. This is nonsense. I think the bishop is supposed to be to e6 already. All right, so let's tickle the bishop here. Okay, so I wonder if he's going to play that. So now, I think I want to play knight c5 here. Okay, so we're going to go into a queenless endgame here, it looks like. I don't know, I really don't mind my position here at all. Okay. So you might be going for knight c4 here. Okay, so what am I supposed to play? I guess knight d7. These guys are seeing everything today. Okay. All right. Seeing a lot of stuff. Okay, knight d7. Yeah, rook here is coming, so this is not so good. Just behind development every game. It's just terrible. Just behind development every game so far this match. Just weird. Very weird. Usually I like playing the attacking side, so this is not that much fun. think a4 is probably the best move for him here. Something went wrong for me this game again, though. Find the best moves every game. It's hard to beat this. All right, stop your whining. Stop your belly aching. Let's go. This might be a position where I get this bishop versus this knight. So Carlson always says the best bishop is worse is the worst bishop is better than the best knight. So maybe that would be this might be an example of that. So we'll see. Okay, there. Okay, so we're gonna take. So even though my pawn structure is a little messed up, at least I have secured the e5 square. If I can get my rook into d4 or something like that, I feel like things are starting to turn around. So I think the last few moves have gone very, very well for me, and it's just a matter of figuring out what to do next. I mean, rook d4 just feels like a very natural square. Oh, wow, really? g4. So the point is that he wants to play... So if I play rook e4, he's going to play knight d2. g4, wow, that doesn't feel like a... So frustrating. Okay, so rook d4, knight d2. So yeah, I don't know. Rook d4 seems obvious to me. And then knight d2 is going to come, I assume. So I don't see what else he's going to play. Yeah, g4 I didn't really get. So now I have ideas of c4 and c3, which I kind of like. Yeah, let's go c4, because c4 gets my bishop some activity as well, which I like. So if I can, so I think he's going to play c3 here, and then I have rook d3, which also seems interesting. I could try to swing the rook over to h3 at some point. Okay, so we did play that. So now I'm going to play rook here, and I could put some pressure on the f2 square with like bishop c5. So I should probably secure with like b5 first. Okay, so I have to play b5. And then I'm going to secure the rook with rook here and bishop here. And let's see what happens. I'm definitely trying to play faster, though. I feel like I've been playing way too slow. a3, no, I don't believe in that move. Definitely don't believe in that. Okay, so... So let's go bishop c5. Seems good. Now I'm just threatening bishop takes f2, winning a pawn. And that feels like it should be a healthy pawn if I'm able to win it. Yeah, a3 seemed like a strange move because I wasn't preparing to play b4, so I have no idea why he played a3. Okay, so now I'm going to go here. And if he moves a knight anywhere, I'm just going to take, and then take on f2. So I feel like I'm good here. We'll see. See what happens. He could play f3 though, which maybe he's going to do something. Probably should have played rook h3. I think I made that move too quickly because f3 might hold everything for him. I feel like I got a playable position though, which is all I could. All you need in this situation. I need to try to get a win as black, so we got to get a playable position. I don't think it's been my best day of chess though, that's for sure. Do you have anything going on in the chat? Because they're supposed to like, keep contact with each other, like what score we need to win the match or things like that. The thing about f3 is it feels like I can just build the position up forever, which is a good thing, of course. Really? Wow. Can I take? Oh my goodness, that doesn't feel right to me at all. Take. So a6, take, and rook a5 is his idea. I feel like the match situation sort of dictates that I take this pawn though. All right, let's see what happens here. Let's go. So I think I have the outside pass pawn here, and I should be up a pawn here. So we'll see what happens. Did we win? So he's got rook a4, rook c7, hitting my c4 pawn, and this guy's just toast. But I'm hoping these couple pawns might be weak, and maybe that will lead to something here. Okay, so there. Okay, we got to get some activity here. I could walk into a mating net here. Like if he gets his king to g3 and then my king goes here and he puts the rook on g8, I'm going to get mated. So I do have to be careful about that. Okay, so that's interesting. I think my rook should be able to hold this pawn. So we'll see what happens here. Okay, that's a good move. Really? He wants to give up this pawn? All right, that's some hope. That's a glimmer of hope. Jeff keeps asking if we won. I think we don't know yet. Okay, so here I'm gonna play. That's a bad place for the rook, isn't it? Bad place for the rook. That was a mistake, right? So I think this is an important game. So I got these two passed pawns. It should be pretty easy to, well, famous last words. It should be winning, I believe. Hope I didn't mess this up. How do I win this? Okay, what else to play here? Hello? Hey,